right, good afternoon and welcome to 55 Plus Live. My name is Nick England.
And I'm Leela Peg.
And today is Tuesday, February
2nd,
2021. Thank you for that. It's February, so lots of fun stuff happening in February, right, Leela?
Yep. I'm so glad it's February because that means we only pretty much have one more month of winter left.
Right.
Although there is a rumor that a snowstorm is brewing.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I'm really excited for some snow. We really need some.
Me too. Me too. I figure if everyone's going to be stuck inside, they might as well enjoy some beautiful snow.
Absolutely.
But not too much, maybe like a good foot, and then it's gone the next day.
That's right.
Or 2 days.
Yeah, like a nice sunny day 2 or 3 days later. Not enough to like really ruin anybody's day, but enough to like have a nice, beautiful, picturesque moment.
Yes. But yes, there is a lot going on
this
month.
February events, we've got the Super Bowl taking place. We've got Valentine's Day.
Yep.
It's Black History Month. It's Heart Health Month.
Yep.
So
American Heart Month.
Yeah. We're going to be talking about all of those things on today's show. A lot of exciting things happening.
And we have Sydney to tell us all about it.
Coming up on today's show, we have Sydney with the 55 Plus forecast. We have a front yard interview with Elizabeth, and you're going to be doing a little cooking demonstration for us, right?
Yep, for a little Super Bowl appetizer.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
That sounds good. And of course, our top 5 that you guys vote on. But first, let's start off with Sydney with the 55 Plus forecast. Take it away, Sydney.
Thanks, Nick and Leela. Happy February, everyone. I'm Sydney Reed, and I'm here to give you the forecast for the next 2 weeks of programming. Starting out on Wednesday, February 3rd, get your Apple product questions answered with individual appointments. Be mindful that this is a very popular program. Also on the 3rd, join the program Local History Discussion for a discussion on the Ku Klux Klan in Arlington in the 1920s. On Thursday, February 4th, test your knowledge with travel trivia at 11 a.m. or the laid-back afternoon hangout program at 3 p.m. Ending the week on Friday the 5th, learn the basics and get some tips in the program iPhone and iPad Basics at 10 a.m. Moving into the week of February 8th, on Monday, share knowledge and experience with others who are living with diabetes in the program Diabetes Peer Support Group, 11 a.m., or discuss the book The Nickel Boys by Colson Whitehead in the program Intergenerational Book Discussion at 3 p.m. On Tuesday the 9th, enjoy an afternoon concert with Acoustic Cafe at noon, or learn about annuities as a potential financial strategy to grow or protect your retirement in the program Financial Tools and Retirement Annuities at 1:30 p.m. On Wednesday the 10th, enjoy an early Valentine's Day celebration with the program Love Songs Live at 1 p.m. On Thursday the 11th, attend the program Travel Discussions to chat about your all-time favorite vacation. Also on Thursday, participate in the movie discussion at 3 p.m. to discuss the film Loving. Finally, closing out the week on Friday, February 12th, enjoy a morning walk with the Aurora Hills Fast Forwards at 9 a.m. or learn about one of the most beloved First Ladies of the White House, Dolly Madison, at 3 p.m. I hope you enjoy the next 2 weeks of programs, and back to you, Leela and Nick.
Thanks, Sydney. We've got a lot of, like we said earlier, we have a lot of great things going on in February. But one of the big highlights is Black History Month.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've got a little bit more details on some of those programs that were mentioned and some that might not have been. So for February on the 18th, for our genealogy program, Genealogy Part 4 is about African American research. So that's really cool.
Awesome.
On the 19th, Hallowed Ground for All is going to be with a highly acclaimed historian and award-winning author Rick Murphy as he discusses the interconnectedness of African American history with the history of Arlington National Cemetery, which is really cool.
That sounds so interesting.
Such an important aspect to our county and our community. Then on the movie discussion, they'll be discussing the film Loving. The film highlights a story of a couple whose arrest for interracial Yeah.
Yes.
The film highlights the story of a couple whose arrest for interracial marriage in the 1960s. Virginia began a legal battle that would end with the Supreme Court's historic 1967 decision, which is great.
I need to watch that one.
Yeah, I think it's a couple years old now, but I've heard it's really good.
Who's in it? Do we know who's in that movie? No. Okay.
No,
But one to watch this month.
for sure. Also, check out a variety of videos made by the Community Arts Department where they'll be featuring step-by-step art videos that focus on the works of Black artists.
Wow.
They
So
always put together some incredible stuff, and of course, we featured them on our last show as well. They're a great team over there, so great stuff.
don't miss Arlington County's Black History Month events. They're all virtual. And I also just want to plug one of our Valentine's events. It is Love Songs Live with Julianne Corley, and that's February 10th. And she performed back in November. She did Broadway musicals and like famous movie musicals, and it was a great performance. Everyone really enjoyed it. So try not to miss that. That is on February 10th.
Great. Awesome. So now we go to Elizabeth Poole, one of our center directors, who is on site with our front yard interview. So let's go to that segment next. Take it away, Elizabeth.
Hi, I'm here today with another segment of Front Yard Interview with our 55 Plus Live. I'm Elizabeth Poole, and I'm here with Jean Hurley, a longtime 55 Plus member. So, Jean, how long have you been a member of our 55 Plus programs?
Oh, in the 55 plus, probably about 12 or 14 years.
So, Jean, what programs do you participate in?
Taking all the virtual art, the paint and chat, the demos, the paint and sip, everyone you all have except the one that's really early in the morning.
So, Jean, I understand that they're having a virtual 55 Plus art and craft exhibit on February 25th. Will you be participating in that?
Yes, I am. I submitted an acrylic. I submitted a acrylic on cardboard, part of my Amazon collection, and I submitted a watercolor.
Well, there you have it, folks. That's our live front yard interview for today. Back to you, Nick and Leela. Thanks.
All right. Thanks, Elizabeth. That was a great interview.
I know. I love the front yard interviews. Front yard, backyard, whatever they are.
Yeah.
And if you guys are interested, if anyone is interested in allowing us to interview you,
Yes.
because the whole point of that segment is so that we can get to know some of our 55 plus members a little better.
Absolutely. That with anything you'd like to see on the show, of course, please feel free to reach out. We'd love to hear from you, see what you'd like to see as well, especially with those front yard interviews.
Yep.
So the Super Bowl is coming up, huh?
Yes. Woohoo!
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a huge NFL football fan, I guess, but I love watching the Super Bowl.
Yeah, me too. I mean,
Who are you rooting for?
oh God, it's hard to say. I think I'm gonna go for the Bucks.
You are.
I know. Yeah. I mean, they haven't won a Super Bowl in like ages, and they finally have. They've always had a good defense, and of course now they've got the greatest of all time.
Brady.
So we'll see him go head to head with
Yeah.
Mahomes.
Yeah.
That's going to be an exciting game.
I think I am going for the Chiefs just because I have an aunt and uncle that are huge Kansas City Chiefs fans.
Yeah.
And I have no direct, I guess, connection to
Sure.
Tampa.
Yeah.
But I watched the highlights of both games, and I'm in awe of Tom Brady. I've
Yeah.
always been in awe of Tom Brady.
Yeah.
But I think he's pretty amazing. And a fun fact about him, I saw it in the news this past week, is that Patrick Mahomes, is that how you pronounce it?
Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes
Yeah.
was either 5 or 6, when Tom Brady was 26 and won his first Super Bowl, or went to his first Super Bowl. So I just think the age difference there is kind of crazy, and that Tom Brady is still as good as he is.
Yeah, that is incredible.
Mhm.
Like the age difference, and yeah, he's still in great shape and in a Super Bowl, amazing.
I know.
Yeah,
But the actual football isn't my favorite part of the Super Bowl.
yeah. Is it the commercials?
I
Is
love
it
the commercial.
halftime show or?
And the halftime show. I
Yeah.
don't even know who the halftime show is this year.
I think it's the Weekend, right? Yeah, it's the Weekend.
The Weekend. Oh my gosh.
They're shaking their head back there behind the camera.
Which don't worry if you don't know who the Weekend is, because I don't either. But Nick does.
Yeah, but of course, everybody's favorite part of the Super Bowl is, of course, the food. Yes.
Yes. And specifically, like, it's Super Bowl food. It's like appetizers and finger food.
Yes.
And kind of a little bit fattening food. But we're actually going to be demoing a Super Bowl appetizer that's pretty healthy,
Nice.
because it is American Heart Month.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
Yep.
and Leela, you're going to be doing that recipe for us.
I am, and it is actually a recipe from one of our 55 plus members who submitted a recipe for our community cookbook.
I'm looking forward to your appetizer.
I know. So if you like guacamole and chips, we're going to show you how to make it.
All right.
All right. Hi guys. So we are going to be demoing a awesome guacamole recipe from one of our 55 plus members. And let me just look this up really quickly. Her name is Sue Thaler. So Sue Thaler, thank you so much for this recipe submission for our 55 plus community cookbook. And Sydney is my sous chef today.
Hi guys.
So guacamole is, do you like guacamole?
Love guacamole.
Good, because I do too, and it's definitely healthy, and it's American Heart Month. So we're gonna feature a healthy Super Bowl appetizer. So what we have here are avocados, we have onion, tomatoes, cilantro, garlic, and then some salt, pepper, and cumin. So
And lime.
and
My favorite
lime.
part.
Thank you. We
Favorite part of
cannot forget
guacamole.
lime, because I've tried guacamole without lime, and it's
Not the same.
not the same. You need that acidity.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it. Those are the only recipes. So super easy to make. So we'll go ahead and get started. So this recipe calls for 2 avocados. Actually, 1 avocado. So Sydney, I will have you start chopping that up. This is kind of half done. I'll have you start chopping that up. And
You said pretty big chunks, right?
yeah, or you could just dice it however you want to.
I should mention
cut
to
it.
everyone, I am a terrible cook. I'm 27 years old and I don't know how to cut things. So I need a lot of direction. I don't know if I should be doing it on the plate or...
Yeah, well, you can do it on the plate. Why don't you do it on the plate right here, and then I'll take this one.
Okay. And I can model after you.
Yes, and here we go. So we're just kind of, these I went ahead and pitted the avocados. And so we just kind of slice and dice.
Anytime I'm cooking something and I am unsure about how to cut something,
Uh-huh.
I'll FaceTime my older sister and be like, hey, Bethany, how do I do this? How do I cut this particular thing? And she's like, how do you live alone? What are you doing? But every day I'm getting better.
You know, you can also YouTube it.
That is very true.
Because
I like the ridicule that comes with my sister.
I actually had to YouTube how to cut an avocado because
Ooh.
that's one of those things that you have to learn if you've never done it before. Like it's kind of intimidating because there's this big, seed in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so she says to coarsely chunk the avocado, and then we squirt the lime juice over the chunks and stir it to coat. So here, I'll have you do one, I'll do
Okay.
the other. And we're just gonna squirt this all over and get all that awesome
Citrus.
citrus and acidity in there. It gives it such a great flavor. And then you can squeeze some in your margarita if you want. Okay. And then it says just to kind of stir it, coat, and I think we probably could put another avocado in here. This is a lot of lime juice. So put another avocado in there if you wanted to. And then 1 plum tomato. So we're gonna dice that. So this we're gonna dice, and Sydney already diced up an onion. So while you dice that up, I'm gonna add this onion. And it did say a half of a medium onion. So I'm going to add some of this onion in here. Okay, so that's about a medium onion right there.
And she said to cut out the seeds, right? So do I cut this middle bit out?
Yes, she did say to cut out the seed. If she said if you wanted to, I mean some seeds are going to go in there, so
Right.
it'll be fine. Okay, so I added in the second avocado just because you can kind of like eyeball it and see what the ratio of onion to avocado is. Do you want to put the tomato in there? So we're dumping the tomato in, and we're just going to give this a stir. It's looking really good right now, and it smells really good with the onion and the lime. And again, if you had a food processor, just pour this all in. If you want it to be like, you know, more dip-like, you know, and the consistency to be more like a dip, but this is going to be pretty chunky. Yes. So now we're going to add in the cilantro. I love cilantro.
So do I.
You?
My mom hates it. She describes it, anytime she tastes cilantro, she says it feels like she's getting kicked in the stomach.
Oh,
Which
really?
I think is a little dramatic.
Yeah.
But I love it. My dad loves it. My siblings love it. So it's
Yeah.
so interesting. But it is a very polarizing herb.
Herb. Yeah. Well, I think it brings a real freshness
I
to
agree.
guac. I really like it too, and it's healthy also for you. So now we're going to add in our spices. So Sydney, if you could do that with the
Yes.
half teaspoon, and here I'll just put it over here.
Okay.
And we just needed we need a teaspoon of. Let me look at the check the.
Thank you.
So let's see, we need 1 teaspoon of cumin, a half teaspoon of salt, and a half teaspoon of black pepper. Since I added in another avocado, let's add in 1 teaspoon of salt.
Okay.
So we'll do a teaspoon of cumin, a teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of black pepper. Let's just do it all 1 teaspoon. And then it asks for some fresh minced garlic. So I've got some garlic here. And it says about a teaspoon of minced garlic. So I'm gonna chop that up. I love doing that with garlic. But I remember watching a Rachel Ray show. And
What happened to her?
She did that.
She's making dog
I
food.
don't know. She's making dog food now?
Yeah.
Well,
Nutrish.
maybe she wants to try something new.
Yeah. EVOO.
Oh yeah, she coined that phrase,
Yes,
right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to put in my little crushed garlic tool here. I'm
Oh,
going
I love
to
those.
mince the garlic. It's nice and fresh. And take this and just kind of put that in there. And I think about 2 cloves would be about a teaspoon of garlic.
Sounds all right.
To get all that good stuff.
I love a garlicky avocado.
Me
Limey
too.
and garlicky.
Me too. Then it's looking really
Yes.
good. So give it a good stir.
Everything's
Got all
incorporated.
those. And you know, I have never. This is something new with this recipe. I've never put cumin.
Yeah, but yeah.
So, and I love cumin. So I'm sure it's gonna taste great. And
Great.
that's really it, guys. Like Sydney was saying, we could put peppers in there to make it spicier, but we're just gonna keep it mild. And here we go. If you want to make it pretty, get one of your
Cute.
one of your dishes. This is kind of, looks like a good Mexican dish. I love the table guacamole at Mexican restaurants, right?
Oh, yeah.
I haven't had it in a long time. But Sydney, I'm going to let you be the first to taste.
Ooh,
Go ahead and grab that.
thank you.
Taste one, see how it is. If we need to change up some of the spices, add salt or pepper or cumin. Is that pretty good? Good?
That was very good.
Yay! So, Super Bowl guys, heart healthy recipe, guacamole. And I paired this with the blue corn tortilla chips with flax seeds. They're on sale right now at Safeway. So enjoy your Super Bowl and happy cooking.
Well, thanks for putting that together for us, Leela.
I know, wasn't it good?
Yeah.
I
yeah.
love
If
guac
you-
and chips.
Yeah, I was gonna say, for you guys, if you have a certain way you like your guacamole, let us know in the comments below. That would be really interesting to see.
I know, I definitely like mine spicier,
Yeah.
like I said. So,
Yeah. All right.
But up next is our top five.
Top five.
I mean, speaking of food, we might as well keep talking about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there's a couple of some fun facts we have for you guys. The first is Restaurant Week. We're in the midst of Restaurant Week right now.
That's right.
So both for Washington, D.C., or the metropolitan area, which includes Arlington, and Alexandria has its own Restaurant Week. So we're going to have more about that. And we also asked you guys for our top five what your favorite takeout food was. But some people also mentioned some senior discounts that they enjoy in Arlington. So when I was kind of researching some of this, I came across a great resource for seniors, and it is the 2021 list of senior discount restaurants.
Nice.
So I just printed this off. It's off the senior list. So we'll put that in the chat.
Yep.
So you can just Google the senior list, and it's the best restaurant senior discounts so it's totally updated. It's 2021. And there are a ton of restaurants on here, and a lot of them are in this area.
Nice.
So you have discounts at Applebee's, Arby's, Bonefish Grill, Cece's Pizza, Dunkin' Donuts, Einstein Bagels, Hardee's, Krispy Kreme. I mean, there's so many. If you want
Yeah.
a little higher end, McCormick and Schmick's,
Oh, nice.
Ocean Air. Valentine's Day is coming up.
Absolutely. That's right. Yeah, good spots, and
Yeah.
probably a lot of you guys are eating at these places already, and if you're not taking advantage of those discounts that are available, definitely check
Right.
out this list.
Yeah, so what's not on the list, a couple of our seniors did say they enjoy a discount at Silver Diner, which is great, a great restaurant, and then Olive Garden, and there was a mention of IHOP's senior menu, which is already discounted, and it's like an extensive menu for seniors.
Nice.
So, yeah, so take advantage of the senior discounts.
Yeah, for sure. And now we're going next to our top five segment.
Yeah.
Our top five, of course, we do every show, and these are categories that are voted on by you guys. We mentioned the e-news earlier that's coming out on February 7th. There'll be a whole new survey that's going out with that one that will have new categories for our upcoming shows. So make sure that you click on that link, fill it out for us, because we love to hear from you guys. So our theme for top five restaurants is takeout restaurants, right?
Yep.
Great.
And so we've got, and this is in no order. We had so many submissions for this, we kind of put them in 5 categories.
Cool.
So this is in no special order.
All right, so the first one we have up is Chinese. Of
Love
course,
Chinese
a very popular takeout place. So we have Tasteful Delight on South Joyce Street in Pentagon Row, and Eastern Carryout on North Pershing Drive.
Yes, and we had a comment about Tasteful Delight on Pentagon Row. The food is always fresh, the staff is friendly and efficient.
Great.
And this is actually a picture taken from one of their entrees.
Nice. I love
So
Chinese.
me too.
Our-
Always pleases.
Yeah. All right, next we have pizza, another popular choice, of course. We've got Bricks Pizza on First Street North and Lido Pizza on South Edgewood Street. You know, when I worked at Arlington Mill, that was Lido's was always such a popular choice. They always have really good pizza.
I know, I love Lido's, and Kathy Duthie actually sent in this submission, and she said that the steak and cheese subs are also very good.
Ooh, subs
At
there.
Lido's.
Yeah.
And Bricks Pizza, which was recommended by Carl Gold, who was actually on our show a couple weeks ago.
Hey, Carl.
Is I actually used to order from this quite a bit because I used to work at Lever Run, and it's right near Lever Run.
Nice.
But he said the pizza's great and the owner is generous and they remember you and what you like.
Ooh, very cool.
So if you go there a bunch, you might get some freebies and extra discounts like Carl does.
That's the best. All right, next up we have, our little thing will work here. Here we go. American. We have Cheesetique in Shirlington, Witchwick, in Ballston, and RT's restaurant in Del Rey. Those are all really good. I love Witch.
I know, I haven't tried Witch yet, which I know is a sandwich shop, right? Or
yeah.
sandwich, really good.
Yeah,
sandwich.
like big, huge sandwiches, all sorts of different amazing things you can get there. I love a good hot sandwich. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yum. And Cheesetique, I know it's both in Del Rey and there's a location in Shirlington. And I know Diana Berry, who sent in this submission, said that their mac and cheese is excellent. And this is actually a picture of their mac and cheese. So I think I might just be going there this
gosh.
week for some mac and cheese.
Yeah. And we have RT's here. Do you have a comment about RT's?
Yeah, that's another one that's in Del Rey. So I know
Yeah.
the original Cheesetique was in Del Rey. And if you haven't had a chance to go to Del Rey, it's such a great little Main Street. Lots of cute little stores and
Yeah,
restaurants.
very pet friendly, very
Yeah. But RT's apparently is there. I've never been to it, but Andrea Walker sent this in, and she said the crab soup there is amazing. So
crab soup rounds really good
I
right
know,
now.
it does.
All right, next up we have Mexican. Oh my gosh, I love Mexican.
I think we said this was both of our favorites.
I think so, yeah. We have Los Tios on 23rd Street in Crystal City, and we have El Paso Cafe and North Pershing Street Drive.
Have you tried either one of these?
I think I might have been to Los Tios. That's I think there's a few Los Tios around.
There
They're
are.
pretty good.
I think there are like 3 locations in Alexandria and Arlington. This one is in Crystal City. And if you haven't been to El Paso Cafe, that is regularly reviewed, like has some of the best reviews for Mexican restaurants in Arlington. I used to go because I worked at Lever Run, and it's around the corner from Lever Run on North Pershing. But it's so good.
Oh gosh, I'm just
So good.
thinking about tacos right now.
Yes.
Oh,
And if you ever want a margarita with any of this stuff, they've got good margaritas
Lord
too.
knows we need margaritas this year. All right, and to wrap up, we have our other cuisines. We have Typhoon, South Joy Street in Pentagon Row, and McNarma's on 23rd Street in Crystal City. Lots of South Arlington choices here. I like it.
I know. And I think this is like a good time to try out new things. A lot of people kind of do what's around them, but you could just call now,
Right.
take out, pick it up,
Yeah.
try some different cuisines. Typhoon, it sounds like it has great Thai food, and McNamara's is an Irish pub neighborhood restaurant
Great.
that had great reviews also.
Absolutely. Yeah, especially with all of these like options we have now with Uber Eats and
Yeah.
DoorDash
Grubhub.
and Grubhub, especially. There's seems like endless options. We're in one of the best areas, I think, for like takeout, delivery, all that kind of stuff, which is always fun. So
Right, and it's helping out small businesses
absolutely.
right now too. So this is a great month to do it. It's cold.
Yep.
Valentine's Day, Super Bowl.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yes, so let's support our local businesses.
For sure.
And speaking of supporting our local businesses, it is Restaurant Week. We mentioned it
That's right.
earlier. And the next slide, Nick, has
yes.
our Restaurant Week information. And I love it how they incorporated to go. Restaurant
Yes.
Week to go. And we're in the midst of it right now. So it's ending February 7th. So make sure you take advantage of that. Those good deals for really good restaurants.
Right.
And they all have takeout options.
Yeah, and they usually like do a variety that kind of gives you an idea of the different options available. Get some ideas for your Valentine's Day date night out there.
Yeah.
So support your local restaurants and take part in Restaurant Week.
Yeah, I think I'm going to.
Yeah, me too.
For sure.
Definitely.
And just so everyone knows, the Metropolitan Restaurant Week it also includes Arlington restaurants.
Yeah, great. Well, thank you so much for putting that list together, Leela. That was a fun one this week.
Fun.
Yeah. So that about wraps up our show. Thank you guys so much again for joining us. We will see you in 2 weeks on February 16th at the same time. And until then, I hope you stay warm, stay safe, and have a good one.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.